How to get your dream job, how you will get to know that which jobs are available in your dream companies, what kind of jobs which these companies are advertising in the market, getting your dream job through job consultants. How to get your dream job. Welcome to part 3 of this video series. Now, so far you have gone through the first 2 parts where I have taken you through the step 1 and step 2 of how to find your dream job. And today I am going to talk about the third step. But if you have not watched first 2 parts of this video series, then I have given the links to the 2 parts in the description below, and you must watch the first 2 parts, the first 2 steps. Then this third step will make more sense to you. Now, so far we have seen that what are the first 2 steps that we need to take, where in the first step we need to define what our dream job is in terms of what kind of companies that we want to work for, what kind of money we want to earn, and what kind of role that we want to do. And thereafter, how we can do more research about these companies, learn more about what do they do, how they are performing. And at the same time, we also need to figure out what kind of people who work there, connect with them over LinkedIn, follow their pages on social media, and engage with them. So these are the first 2 things that you must carry out before you come to the third step. So today we'll talk about the third step, and do watch this video completely so that you can move further towards getting your dream job. Hi, my name is Anjani Kuumar and welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, do consider subscribing so that you get benefited by these kind of videos on regular basis, and do hit the bell icon so that you keep getting notified whenever I post a new video. So let's talk about the third step. Now, in the third step, we are going to talk about how you will get to know that which jobs are available in your dream companies, in the bucket of companies that you have identified, and how you can apply for them. This is a very critical step because it's not just the desire which is important. You need to know what kind of roles for which these companies are recruiting, and the moment they post or they want to recruit somebody like you, you should get to know and you should be able to apply for them. So that's why this step is very critical, and you must figure out and understand the steps that I'm going to talk about in this video. So here also, I would advise you 3 steps, 3 key things that you need to keep in mind. Now, the first thing which is very important is when you are researching on companies' websites, there is always a career section also that you will find on those websites. Now, most of the companies publish their open positions, jobs on the career page, and you must go to this career section and try to see what kind of jobs are being advertised by this company, and do this research for all those 10-15 companies that you have identified as your dream companies where your dream job would exist. Now, this is the first step which you need to take, but in my experience, I have seen that this is not a very effective step. Now, the problem with this step is, in most of the cases, companies don't update their websites on regular basis. So the jobs which are posted there, not necessarily they would be active jobs. And you may realize that some of the jobs have already been closed, people are already working there, or even sometimes new positions are not getting posted. So that problem could occur. So while what happens is when you apply for these jobs on the website, you immediately get an automated response saying that we have received your applications and we'll get back to you. Don't get too excited by that, because that's an automated process. And not necessarily somebody is really going to look at your application and come back to you. If that happens, wonderful. There is a possibility that it may not happen, because in my experience, I have seen that on the company side, not necessarily people are actually going through those applications on regular basis and trying to reach to those candidates. But this is one step that you must complete. And it's a good way to at least understand what kind of jobs which these companies are advertising in the market, what kind of openings that they have. So at least some knowledge you will have about these positions. So you must complete this first step. In the second step, your search has to move towards job portals. Portals like Naukri.com, imjobs.com, even LinkedIn jobs. So what typically happens is that companies advertise their open positions on these job sites, sometimes directly and sometimes through consultants. So if you are at a middle level or a junior level, then this is a very good way to figuring out your dream job through these job portals, because that's the best way to approach your dream companies. Now, once you have actually posted your profile on these job portals and you can enable notifications for your bucket of companies that you have identified, so that whenever there is a job which gets posted about these companies, you will get to know, and you can do your own search also. So this is very effective way for middle and entry level positions, but not so effective for senior positions. And I'll talk about that a little later in this video. So this method of going through job portals is the second step that you need to take. You need to actually regularly look at these job portals, understand what kind of jobs which are getting posted by the bucket of companies that you have identified, and start applying through that. Now, as I told you earlier, sometimes companies post these jobs directly and sometimes through job consultants. And there could be times when job consultants would not reveal the name of the company, so that becomes a blind spot, but still it's a good way to approach your dream company. The third step, and which is the most effective step, is getting your dream job through job consultants. Because in my experience, most of the companies take help from job consultants to fill all their open positions. And these job consultants actually go in the market either through job portals, or they directly do research on candidates through LinkedIn and other social media tools, and they basically approach the candidates for these jobs. So it's also important for you to do a little bit of research in understanding that which are the job consultants who work with these set of companies that you have identified for yourself. And you can easily figure out by looking at the job portals and what kind of consultants are posting jobs with respect to these bucket of companies that you have identified, or making yourself more visible to these consultants by following their key recruiters on LinkedIn, engaging with them, so that whenever there is an opening available, they immediately reach out to you. So this is a very good strategy to get a job in your dream company, to get your dream job, because ultimately most of the jobs, and I would say around 60-70%, get filled by job consultants. That's the industry average, and that's why it's the most effective way to get your dream job. And you must put enough attention in terms of first understanding who are the consultants who work with the set of companies that you have identified, and getting more visible to them by engaging with their recruiters on LinkedIn and other platforms. So that's the one way to really find your dream job with the help of job consultants. As I said earlier, this is very effective for entry level and mid-level positions. For senior level, you have different set of consultants. They are called executive search consultants. And then they operate a little differently, and they really do their own research and come to you and then offer you those jobs. So there also, if you are at a senior level and desirous of getting your dream job, then you need to be more visible to these executive search consultants. They are partners who do recruitment for these companies. So that's a good way of actually trying to find your dream job. Now, additionally, what I also want to inform you is companies do a lot of recruitment through their internal referral programs, where employees refer candidates and they get paid for that. So that's why my earlier strategy, which I had discussed in step 2 of this video series, where I had told you to connect with employees of these companies on LinkedIn, could come in very handy here. Because if you are engaging with them, if you are in front of them on these social media platforms, they may refer you for these jobs. And that's the most effective way of getting a job. And plus, you also need to understand that if you are applying to a company, vis-a-vis the company approaching you, you are in a much stronger position to negotiate in the second scenario. So you should always try to come to a level where the company is desirous of having you and they approach you first. And this referral program could be a great way of getting entry into your dream company and getting your dream job. So that's why that strategy which I discussed in step 2 could come in very handy here. So in the step 3, we discussed 3 things just to summarize. That first, when you are doing the research on the website of your dream companies, the bucket of companies that you have identified, go to the career section. look at the jobs which are available and apply for them. Secondly, work through the job portals and look at the jobs advertised by your dream company and apply there, or even the consultants who post these jobs, apply there. And thirdly, make yourself visible in front of the job consultants who are recruiting for your dream companies, or try to get in through the referral program of your dream companies, and that's the most effective way, as I told earlier. So if you have liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Do share it with family and friends so that they also get benefited by it. If you have any questions, any doubts, do write to me in the comment section below and I'll answer to your questions. And then now I will meet you in the fourth part of this video series. Till then, thank you very much for watching.